Yeah, you damn sure, man. That thumb gun, the low rider. Not even a flow rider, just a low rider.
That ain't right. It's too high.
Ha! I tucked my shirt in. Fricker. Brrr.
Quit.
Oh, we already got one thumbs up.
Oh, there you go.
And it's Joe Bird said, "Hey Randy, hey Pops, hey buddy." Floki
Hello,
said, "Hey
Bird.
guys, we love your show." Well, I'm glad y'all are enjoying it. Joe Bird said hi. Jane said, "Honey, I'm home." Well, I'm glad you made it home, Jane. You missed the wood cutting this morning. Oh, hold on. We're still not on Wi-Fi. Let me fix that.
Sometimes you just buy books, send them to school, and you still.
Get stupid! Let's see here. See if that clears it up any. Joe Bird asked Randy, "Did you get snow?" No.
Not yet.
Madison just asked the same question if it's snowing here. I said, "No,
Is
honey."
it snowing there? What are you going so high up for?
I don't know. Frick.
There you go.
You don't like it, you do it.
Well, I'm trying to trim my damn way.
There, better now. Jane said, "I did. I just realized I missed the whole afternoon." Well,
She
Jane-
just woke up.
Jane, you missed it. We got 34,200 people come and watch us split and cut wood today. Joe Bird just got snow. Well, you keep it. Jane said, "No snow in Ohio yet." Well, I'm sending it your way, Jane. I don't want it. Where's Maria at? He's not wearing orange.
God dang. Jane said, "That's fantastic." Floki said, no, yeah.
Get Floki. Floki!
Is that
If
right?
you don't stop,
Yeah.
you big mother.
How is the weather going? Was just going to watch it live on YouTube here. Max Philosophy is the channel. They have a live storm chaser in Virginia right now, and they are just starting to get snow. It's cold. It feels like it, but nothing's happened yet. Joe Bird says, "It's coming your way, Randy." John Deere said, "Hi, Randy. It's my birthday. Today I'm 34. Happy birthday."
Happy birthday.
Loki says, "We aren't going to get anything but bitter cold here in Wisconsin." Joe Bird said, "Hey, Jacob, happy birthday." Daniel said, "Happy Saturday, everyone." Hello.
Happy Saturday. Yeah, it feels cold enough that my legs are frozen.
Oh, God, he's going to get right in my ear.
And toot.
Let's
Joe
see.
Bird said, "Hey, Daniel." James said, "Hey, Daniel." Maria said, "You're wearing black." Emo man.
Gotham. Joe Bird said, "Daniel." Maria says, "Emo man." Jane says, "Happy birthday, Jacob." Maria says, No, now we're not doing that shit. I'm wearing black too. A black too. Jane says, "Hi, Maria." Floki said, "Yes. Happy birthday, John Deere." Joseph said, "At the cross was more than enough for Jesus to make us clean by his blood, and we're free him in him."
Look at that. We're all wearing black today. You're welcome.
Thank you, Joseph. We don't do politics or religion in here, but I do appreciate your comment.
I got the OG design though.
Yep. Let's see. TBC Bob said, "America looks great to me." Maria said, "Jane, did you see my message?" Reaper said, "Meow." Hello, Reaper. Oregon, I guess that's Oregon, says, there ain't no G in it. Oregon. There ain't no G in it.
Oh.
Oregon says, "Today is my birthday. Can you say happy birthday, Oregon?" Happy birthday, Oregon. Joe Bird said, "I'm wearing blue and gray." John Deere says, "Not eat whole bag. Don't eat whole bag R3, it fat." joking. Get fat joking. Joe Bird said, "Hey Reaper." Mia says, it never stopped raining." Orin said, "Orin, I-O-N.
Orion.
Orion. Is that right? Orion? Let's see. I know that if I'm going to do this, this is not going to translate to English because it's not English. Oh, yeah, it is. Lee says, "Who are you?" I am Randy with Never Done Projects.
I am Mother.
Jane said, "Maria, I didn't yet. I may or may not have been a bum. I had to clean my saltwater tank. Haven't done much else." Reaper said, "Guess what, guys? What's that, Reaper?" Seniority. That he might be. Serenity says, "Hi." Hello. Nothing said, "Jesus loves you. Nothing leaves you to."
Nothing loves you too.
Jesus loves you too. Nothing. Beth says, "R3 got in trouble." Somebody said she. Maria said, "I've seen a fake video of you eat a salad. AI is getting crazy those days." Nope, it wasn't AI. It was real. I ate salad, vegetable soup, and a grilled cheese. Orion said, "Yes, it's right. Orion's right. Sorry about that. Sorry I messed it up." Beth said, "Shit." Jane said, "Hi, Beth." Joe Bird said, "Hey, Beth." Mike said, "He." Beth said, "Hi, Jane and Joe Bird." Lee said, "Hyundai car good. If you can't afford to buy a real car, buy a Hyundai."
Ask Lotus.
They good cars. They we just pick on. We got a guy in here that has a Hyundai. They good cars. Freddie said, "Trust in the sinless blood of Jesus Christ against our sins, nature, and against the visible demons in the invisible air." Thank you, Freddie. We don't talk religion, but I do appreciate your comment. Orion said, "Yes, it's right." Reaper said, "We've got a heartbeat, y'all." All right. That's awesome, buddy. John Deere says, "You funny looking mother R3.
That's a movie, actually. It's I Am Mother.
Jane says, "Yay, Reaper. Just one? Question mark." Joe Bird said, "Nice, Reaper." Look, put them up. You can eat after the live. You waited till we have a live to sit behind me and smack.
You're getting behind.
I can stay behind.
These chips are really good.
They might be, but you can eat them with your mouth closed. If you can't, you're putting too damn many in your mouth. I swear to God, I will poke the shit out of you. I'm gonna go fill this damn bottle up with water and squirt these shit out of him. Maria said, "Little Randy, do you know why your dad stopped wearing orange?" Orion said, "It's okay. It happens every stream." Carlos, I'll try to do it right. If you keep coming back to ours, I'll make sure I do it right. Carlos said, "What's up, y'all? Pops R3. Jane said, "Hi, Carlo." Joe Bird said, "Hey, Carlo." Carlo said, "Hey, Jane." Maria said, "What are you eating?"
Chips.
C. Mills said, "My balls stink."
French onion.
Well, if your balls stink, wash them. Carlos said, "Joe, what's up?" Jane said, "Chips." Maria Pitt Pulse says, "Trump, baby." Reaper said, "Yes, just one." Jane said, "Lol." Hippie Punk says, "I walked up to a Mexican and told him ICE is coming, and he ran into a manhole cover and then said, 'You're going to die down here there in the ice storm that's coming.'" Maria laughed. Orion said, "My dog is curious. Can you say hi, Odin?" Odin?
That was high Odin.
Hey, Loud said, "Trump." Okay, I believe you're in the wrong. I don't need to read the files in all capital letters. You just reading what you want to read. You're a non-believer, and you're reading the non-believer side.
Well, hey.
Lucy said, "Staying warm, trying to."
Lucy,
Taser says, "Piggy." Maria said, "Ask him then." John Deere says, "R3, you're funny." Jane said, "Lowell Pops, my
I try.
Jane said, "Lowell Pops, my ex ate chips like that. I thought I was going to commit murder." He knows. That's why he waited till we got on the live. He knows how I feel about that.
Hey, would somebody like to watch us cook steaks?
Maria said, "Who talked bad about his orange shirt?"
Yeah.
Anton, how you spell it? How you say that? Anton. Anton
What'd you
says,
do to your hand, old man?
I don't know. Anton says, "Probably where you hit me." Hello, guys. How are you? Doing great, Anton. Hope you are. Orion says, "Can you say hi to my dog?" Hi to my dog. Beth says, "I get in trouble for that all the time, R3, but heaven forbid I say something about his chomping." Believe me, I just for
It's about like me rage baiting him, heaven forbid, but then he just spent the last hour rage baiting me, the dog, and Justin.
No, I did not. He's lying. Orion said yes. Master said, "What's up, fart face?" Maria says, "Are you in your sad era where you only wear gray and black shirts?" No, I'm just going to wear everything but orange.
You want to know what color he wore all day today until the live? Gray.
Orion said, "SO in the back." Well, that's usually where it is, unless it's like you, it's up front. Right about there. I just play it. John Deere says,
I licked your head. That tasted bad.
"You want to read?"
Nope.
Then get the fuck out from behind me.
Keep it PG.
I am. You're not going to get behind me with that shit now.
We'll cook your steak.
Not tonight. We just eat.
But I'm hungry.
You should eat all your food.
I hate all my food.
Carlos says,
Hey,
did I miss? Oh, I did. How did I miss? Wait a minute. It's way up here. John Deere says, "You're making my birthday. Have a good day with my birthday." Awesome. Maria says, "Emo Randy." It says, "Hello guys. Can I move to America and live with my family like a real Christian? I'm from Seabury. As long as you do it legal, yeah. You come to America." Carmen says, "Hey everybody, hello." Anton says, "I want to say thank you, America, for my Corvette. Your cars are the best." Well, thank you. Jane says, "Hi, Carmen." Orion said, "I sold in the back." Maria says, "I never said nothing bad about his orange shirt." Really? Carlos said, "Hey, Carmen." Huh?
She has selective memory.
Yeah, fish memory. Maria says, "I want them back." Christian said, "Trump, great leader." Jane said, "He needs to do laundry." Maria, hello. Orion
He did laundry yesterday.
Reaper said, "Never ride with Charles in the stain. I thought I drove like a bat out of hell." Maria said, "It teases bad, I know." What? Kevin says, "Okay, eating Wendy's brother." Eating Wendy's brother? That's kind of nasty.
Wendy's brother's Jack in a Box.
Orion said, "Hi. Man on high vibration says, any shampoo recommendations?"
Nair.
Yeah, Nair does good. Orion says, "My birthday is today." Well, happy birthday, Orion and John Deere. Anton says, "I have a 2013 John Deere. I have a 2013 Corvette Z6 ZR1. Oh, that's awesome. Love to see a picture of
That's
it.
a 7-liter.
I'd love to see a picture of it. You welcome to snap a picture and put it in our community page. I'd love to see it. Maria said, I taste my uncle's bald head when I was a kid, and I'm still remembering the taste. It tastes like sweat and salt. I wonder why. Maria says, no, not really. Carlos said, Kabashi Shira? Maria says, but I didn't mean them. SWW 1977 ABC said, hello, Simp. Reaper said, scared the hell out of me. Oh, really? Maria says, I said it tastes. Orion said, it's my birthday. Kevin's laughing. 605 says, I smell. Maria said, a shampoo recommendation from a bald man. Yeah, Nair is how you get rid of hair. Rumple said, hello, Pops, Randy Jr., and
Hey,
hello,
Rumple.
Maria. SWW 1977 ABC said, quit twirling your thumbs, you candy sim boy. All right.
Well, damn, what can we do then in your world? I must just rent
605 says, I smell. Rumble said, big boys, hello. Jazzy said, my girlfriend Amanda Hog kissed a big old fat fan on your streams. Okay. Maria
She's a
says,
big
hello,
fan
you're
of your
funny.
stream.
Please don't go bald. Rumble said, hello, Jane. Reaper said it, and it takes a lot to do that. Carlos said, Rumple. John Deere said, butter cheeks. Jane says, hi, Rumple. Eric Thompson said, Adam said hi. Tell Adam we said hi.
Hello.
It said, are you guys in Mafia?
You don't have to worry about it.
Eric said, say you are interrupting my life. Says you're interrupting my life. Okay. Then I'm succeeding in my goal. Rumble said, what's up with Pops these days? You feeling okay, Pops? 2 days in a row, gray and now black t-shirts. Hey, man, I just feel like I need to have a change. John Deere's laughing, said it's my birthday. I'm 34, everybody. John Deere's 34 years old. Awesome. The ever-loving outdoors says it's done when the Lord says it's done. Memory says hi, everyone. Hello, Memory. 24 people, 16 thumbs up. Rumple said happy birthday, John Deere. Potato says, what brand is your microwave?
Wi-Fi.
Rumple said, black looks good on you. I recommend it. Awesome. Thank you, Rumple. Yo Wallen says, you ain't 34. I'm not. John Deere is.
I'm right at 30.
The ever-loving outdoors says, have a blessed day. You too. Thank you. Yo Wobbling says, if you 34, I was born today. I think you misunderstood the conversation. You come in a little late there. That's kind of like one of them day late and a dollar short. I'm not 34. But them are the good old days. Reaper said Annabelle is way too excited. John Deere said Randy wants to taste the rainbow with his shirt. No, I don't want to taste the rainbow. I got Skittles for that. Buy it out too. Gonna have to make another Walmart trip. Somebody asked how long it would take us to eat all those Skittles. So put tomorrow's date in that question. Let's
I got them
see.
right before Halloween.
Yeah. Flo Key said, what's your favorite thing to make in the microwave? My favorite thing made to be heated up in the microwave, we mean. I like the TV dinner, so to speak, Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes, and I like the ones with the got the brownie in it, but These don't. They're a little bit cheaper. They got fried apples in it. I always throw the fried apples away. I'm not eating that stuff. It's nasty.
My favorite is a cup of noodles.
Flo Key says ours is bagel bites. I can't do bagel bites. I don't know. There's something about them I don't like.
I like bagel bites.
John Deere says thank you. Ruffle. Florlene says what's this live about? It's about positively good times and a big group of people to come in here and enjoy it every single day from 6 to 8. You're welcome to stay and hang out. Hit the like button, like and subscribe if you feel the need. We sure would like it. And if you've got an extra 100,000 laying around, you can donate it. We would be glad to have it. And if you want your name on the wall, it's $4.99 a month.
Mouthful.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Flo Key said Skittles are Chris's favorite. Awesome. Reaper says, hey everyone. Microwave Flor Little, I don't know how you say that, but microwave Skittles, just kidding. Somebody did that one time. What the hell is that?
It's the other tab.
Huh?
It's the other tab.
What other tab?
On the top. Left.
This?
Yes.
Turn that shit off.
This guy.
No, man. I was hearing things. I thought I done gone crazy. Somebody did that one time, microwave Skittles. I forget what the deal was. I remember them doing it though. But
You can
anyway,
dehydrate Skittles and they pop like popcorn.
yeah, it might have been what it was. Anyway, Jane said Skittles advertisement says taste the rainbow, see the rainbow. Yeah, I knew what he was talking about. I was just playing.
Used to be.
John Deere said, John Deere. That ain't John Deere. That's Metal Art Custom. That's Daryl. Never fear, Mac is here. Welcome, Mac. Thank you for stopping in. I hope you feel better. I don't think I've talked to you since you wasn't feeling good. You said you come back in. You felt a little bit better. I hope you're doing good.
Is my drink up there?
Jane,
I have my drink.
I don't know. I guess this is yours.
Hey, yours is the one on top of this. Yeah.
If you go get you another, I'll take one too.
You jackass.
Jane said, Daryl, memory said my favorite is pizza rolls. I think Justin does a lot of pizza rolls.
I used to.
Daryl says, Jane, John Deere's laughing. Flo Key says, oh yeah, Salisbury steak. That is one of the most unrated foods ever.
Underrated.
Underrated foods ever, yes.
You know what's an underrated food? That steak I want to cook.
Jane says, you guys wore out. Did you get lots of wood cut up today?
We got a lot cut up.
There's still probably as much. We cut more today than we did the other day. I'm about sure. And but yes, I am tired. Not near as tired as I was the other day, but
well, we didn't load, but Justin just took it.
It's actually just still laying out there, so we didn't even load it. We still got to load on the trailer. But I did kick back beside the fireplace over there and tried to take me a little nap, but it didn't work. Reaper said it's Annabelle if you didn't guess. Well, hello, Annabelle. Jane says, hi, Annabelle. John Morstan says, hey, you got soft hands, brother.
Come
yeah.
here. I'll show you how soft
Why
they
wouldn't
are.
I have soft hands? I'm smart enough to wear gloves. KG said, hey lads, how y'all all doing? Doing great, hope you are. Memory says, also like hot ham and cheese or Philly steak hot pockets. Now Memory,
That sounds delicious.
now Memory, I used to eat a lot of ham and cheese hot pockets. That was my go-to thing. And I ate one night, and then that night I got sick, and I threw that thing up the next day. I've not eaten another one since. There was something about it when coming back up didn't taste near as good going down, and I didn't like it. Daryl says, KG, SWW1977 ABC. He said, I love them Ford 460 big blocks, 3006 rifle, and 30-06 and fat women. There you go. You like to ride. Jane said hi, KG. Daryl says I'm better, but not completely. I understand. I think there's something going around. It really jumps on you like that. Hornby said sore throat hurts like hell. Get you a little bit of Grey Goose and take it. That'll help that sore throat. It'll burn, but it'll make you feel better. Jane said hi, memory, and hi, Hornby. Hornby man says, and nice work shirt. Well, thank you. One Life Man says that Cocoa Puffs is expired. Yeah, but it's still good.
So the question is, do we turn the lights off and let me go to sleep, or are we going to keep the lights on?
Brian Johnson said, let's chat about guns and whiskey. Yeah, let's don't. Guns ain't a good subject to talk about.
People get offended.
Lowell Bird says, get off the internet, you old geezer. Why? Then I couldn't bug you. Jane said, hey, Brian. Radar says, do you support racism? We don't talk about it. And Reaper said,
we don't support racism.
Reaper said, I'm so excited there's a heartbeat. We are too, buddy. Sud Loose said, myself, America. KG said, hi, Jane. Daryl says, I don't like any microwave food. Saduls said, sister lover. Just yours.
I don't have a sister.
Middle Card said, Justin Stephen Evenly. I don't know what that means. Don't know what that word is, but you hollered it, didn't you?
Huh?
KG said, hey, Mac, how are you doing, brother? Maria says, that man behind you fall asleep.
Turn the lights off, I will be.
McCow Demon says, shave looks better, sir. Thank you. Radar, you keep saying the same thing. I'm going to just keep skipping it. That's all. 8 Lug said, do you have enough firewood now for the storm that's coming? Yes.
We should have enough. There's no reason we shouldn't have enough now, Gabriel.
Daryl
Did
says,
you put my tailgate up?
Yep. Daryl says, woke up that way by 6 p.m. I was done. Radar still his keyboard stuck on that one sentence.
Yeah, no, he's changing it now.
Oh, is he? Maria says, it's usually you who got sleep. Subdued, RZ says, it got to stop the air robots from taking. Let's stop those clackers. Okay. Clankers. Daryl says, Radar, hit the like before we remove you. Jay said, hey, 8 Lug. Brian Johnson said, what? Guns are sensitive, seriously?
Well, guns aren't sensitive, but there's people in this world that are really offended by guns.
Maria says, thank God you don't have sisters.
I got 2 sister-in-laws.
Hornby said, hey, Chad, this is a calm-friendly live stream. Let's respect his wishes. Radar said, I hit the like big. Thank you. Bigger, said Radar. One Life says, be careful, that chair is about to give up on you. I'd be honest with you, I was leaning back and it done something like that. I thought, oh shit, I'm about to go. It ain't gonna be the first time though, is it? Radar said, trigger. Lowell Byam says, hello. Daryl says, no politics or religion. Chat and keep it clean. Yes, please. Hugh says, hello, Randy. Hello, Scoots. Bambi says, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. Hope you are. Daryl says, Hugh. Hugh says, hello, Daryl. Jane says, join the chat and offer something positive to the conversation. Stop being rude. Hugh says, hello, One Life. Jane says, hi, Hugh. Hugh says, hello, Radar. Rumpel said, Hugh, hello. Hugh says, hello, Maria. KG says, I got to my auto channel to escape the politics BS. Maria says, have you ever tried to court your eyebrows hairs? No, I cut them.
Have you ever tried to count your eyebrow hair?
Is that what it says, count?
Yeah.
Oh, it sure does. I'm sorry. I put an R in it. What's supposed to? No, I haven't tried to count them. I look cross-eyed. Radar says, hi, hello. Hugh says, hello, James. Rita says, I think they're 10 at least. That's 10 just sticking out.
Yeah.
Daryl says Rumple. Rumple says Metal Art. Hugh says hello, 8 Lug. Mike says hi, Jane. Hello, Mike. Hugh said hello, Reaper. Sojourner says Sojourner.
Or whatever. 2112 said, do you consider your son an overachiever or an underachiever? Let's hear this one.
Let me tell you something. If you go back and watch the video, he's an overachiever. He just done what a lot of people could have never done. Daryl said, Mike. Hugh says, hello, Mike. Miss, I'm scared of guns. If I know that there's a gun in a place I might sleep in, I won't fall asleep.
No, so
there's no sense of being scared of a gun, though.
It's just like saying, I'm scared of this cup right here because, you know, that styrofoam, if it's melted, it can go into my lungs and kill me. That cup can't do anything to
Guns don't kill people. People kill people. Radar says, have a good day. You too. Thanks for stopping in. Once you got over the stupid stuff, you seem to be a pretty nice person. Jane says, hey, Mike. Rumple says, it was WD-50 is WD-50 a real thing? I saw a few YouTube shorts. I'm not sure if they are trolling. I've never seen WD-50. I've seen WD-40.
I've Googled it and I've never even found it.
Radar says, God loves you. Thank you. Hugh says, hello, Rumple. Hornbot says, one day you'll be rich. I hope so, man. I hope tomorrow is the day. Mike says, I've been watching since you started, been bouncing through everybody's else's live stream trying to share the love. That's awesome, Mike. I love it when people do stuff like that.
I don't care what Beth says. That Mike guy's all right.
That's right. There's enough love around here to go around. Hugh says, hello, KG. Radar says, Jesus loves you. All have a good day. Jesus loves you too. Thank you. Hugh says, hello, Horn. Mike says, hi, Horn. Hi, Horny and Hugh.
Oh, hey, Mike. Glad you acknowledged me.
Rumple says, hi, Lone Wrench. Jane says, you too, Radar. John Deere says, hi, Grand Vic. It's my birthday. Maria said, you need to draw your eyebrows. Why do I need to draw my eyebrows? I know where they're at. Whoop, whoop. You said, hello, John Deere. Mike said, Rumpa. Hugh said, I know you messaged me this morning. Hugh said, lol. Maria said, little Randy, I think I'll translate the video you sent and post it.
Go for it.
SWW1977 ABC said, I do not know what that is.
Hold on, let me get, where you at?
HOL. Yeah.
G444 is the best fire one saw. Okay.
Okay.
I like my steel.
I'm just wondering.
MS261C.
I've never. Do you know
what the C stands for? Don't. Do not.
1977 ABC. What kind of saw is that? Or let me ask you this: where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? You said he's just an achiever, not under or over.
No kidding.
I
don't know. I'm under. Are you getting hung up again?
Every time I move it, it just goes all the way to the top. I got it right here. You said
2112. Oh, yeah. 2112 said, which one of you is crazy for chocolate Cocoa Puffs?
I am. That's me.
Jerry said, Maria, did you see where Pop broke the chair?
Lol. You said men that come home early from work do it. Mike said, hi, Daryl, you snuck in on me. KG said, so, just so y'all all know, I have been diagnosed with cancer in my lungs. I could use all your prayers and healing from where to agree in worship it shall be. KG, we are sorry to hear about that. You are in our prayers, and we will keep up. Please keep us informed. We got you in our prayers. Hugh said, "Oh man, KG, I'm sorry, brother." Daryl said, "Of course, KG." Hugh said, "We'll definitely be praying for you, brother." Radar said, "Sorry, my friend stole my phone and he said some bad stuff. So I am sorry he said that, but God does love you all and have a good day and you're a good person. Thank you for your reading all the comments." You're welcome. No big deal. Appreciate you coming back. Jane said, "KG, praying for you. You'll have to let us know how you're doing." Maria says, "Well, my experience is different. Guns for me is related to blood, related with blood and many awful things. You might have different experience with them, but every time I hear a gun sound, I'm terrified and fear." Again, Maria, that we do understand what you're saying, but
it is different.
It is different, but at the same time, I do understand what you're saying and the effects of the gun, but the gun itself is not the problem. It's the people holding the gun.
And
but I do
understand why you're scared
100%
of it.
understand what you're saying. But
You know, dog, I was kind of hoping you didn't shed so much.
but I just we do understand and we sympathize with you, Maria. But like I said, it's not the gun. Daryl said they have come a long way with the lung cancer, brother. KHJVNJF said hi, hello. Do we have a smaller version of that I can call you if you're going to hang around? If I don't lose you. Let's see. Maria said, "Yes, Jane, I saw the clip." You said, "We understand Maria." Randy says, "I understand Maria." You says, "You live in a war zone, so bad memories will still fresh." Maria says, "Yep." Yeah. And Hornby says, "You need to take away KFC tomorrow."
I hope that KFC's going to be open tomorrow.
I don't know, but I do like their nuggets. Well, I'm telling you, they're good. Lone Star Sunfish says, "Cheers, hello." Hugh said they came out with a pill 2 years ago. 2 years to the day my mom passed from brain and lung cancer, and it would have put it in remission and extended her life.
Damn.
Dang, I hate to hear that. Which you said, "Hello, Lone Star." John Deere says, "No, I want ice cream." Me too. I'm ready for some. Dale said, "Hershey's syrup goes good on Cocoa Puffs." I've never tried that. I want to try it. Mike says, "R3, you might have to snuggle up with a chainsaw tonight then."
Mm-hmm.
CHS 8022 said, "Good guys tires." Good guys tires. Good guys tires. Okay. 1977, it's a clone steel saw. It's a it's the 044 steel chainsaw.
Cool.
Gotcha. Now I got you. Hugh says, "Lord, mine." Mike and 8022 said, "Which one of you is Cocoa Puffs for Cocoa? Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs." That's me. 77 said, "KG, I'll be praying for healing." Hugh said, "Guns themselves are safe. It's the intentions." Hugh says, "Call him Jeff." All right. My name's Jeff. That is that one I spelled out, I think.
Yep.
Mike said, "Guns are not the problem. There's only two enemies to a gun. One is rust and the other one is politics." Amen. You said, "Everything will probably be closed tomorrow, including Fort Bragg." KG said, "I love my guns. They are tools, nothing more. No more afraid of lightning." Hornby said, "A quarter pounder with cheese." Daryl said, "Haven't had KFC in many years." Well, I'm going to tell you, KFC is very greasy, but their new chicken nuggets, they're the bomb. They're real good, thick meat. You said, "Right, KG." Jane said, "All of the Waffle Houses in the South are closing." If the Waffle House is closed,
Then
y'all
we're
in trouble.
We're in the South, dummy.
Hugh says, man, a homemade grill half-pound cheeseburger would be awesome.
I got about 4 pounds of steaks in the fridge I could cook.
Anything I don't care says if you can play music on live stream, start with Lib
Biscuit.
Out of Style. John Deere said, hit the like button, guys. Yes, 24.
Madison texted me and asked if I was trying to pack on the pounds to stay warm because I'm eating damn chips. Woman!
Anything I don't care said hi. Hugh said, that sucks. Waffle House is an institution. Lol. Fire department said, Hugh said hello, Madison. DJ Punk says, I just found out there is strawberry cinnamon toast crunch out now. Life is good.
That does not sound good.
That does not sound good. Not to me. Daryl said, Maddie, I just saw a snowflake. Where? Well, I didn't see it. I must have skipped the comment. Rumple said, Madison, hello. You said, yes, they are awesome too. Daryl says, panic. Madison said, hey, Hugh. Rumple says, dingo nuggets.
Dino.
Yep, it ain't got a G in it. My fault. Dino nuggets. Damn it, that ain't near as funny as what I said. Madison said, hey, Daryl, John Deere R3, you big dummy. Stuffed and sons.
I'm hungry.
Madison said, hey, Rumple. Jane said, hi, Maddie. Kev says, you guys getting a storm? Not yet, but I'm sure when we wake up in the morning, it'll be cold outside.
Baby.
Fire department said, it's too cold. I don't like it. Me neither. Anybody that says they like cold weather needs to go out there and sit for about 30 minutes. Madison said, hey, Jane. Daryl says, I run over snowflakes. Hugh says, I have hamburger molds. They say 1/3 pound, but I use 3 pounds roll of ground beef for 3. More like a meatloaf. You won't eat 2. There ain't no way I eat 2. I might eat 1. Maybe. I doubt I eat that whole thing. Anything I don't care. Says I see Cocoa Puffs. I've been eating Special K strawberry cereal or honey Cheerios. Randy likes honey Cheerios. Now,
I like honey nut Cheerios.
The Special K strawberry cereal, I like it. See, fire department says I'm wearing my gear in the station. That's how cold it is. I thought you wore your gear for fire to keep you from burning. Hugh said them molds probably came from China. Ha ha. 20 people, 37 thumbs up. Awesome. Thank y'all, everybody.
Can we get as many likes as we did this morning?
Hey, y'all, we did a live stream today that had 34,000 views.
124 thumbs up?
Yeah, something like that. I know at one point I was looked over and it showed 224 people watching. That was awesome. I'd have cut more wood more often.
I'm going to start cutting wood every day after work. See how long that lasts.
Hugh said they have strawberry shredded wheat now. Also awesome. Cool. Maria said, and everybody who loves, he should try to spend 30 minutes here in mid-July. I would try it. Believe me, I would try it. I would much rather deal with that than what I'm dealing with right here. I can tell you that. It would probably be different miserable, but I'd rather be that miserable than this miserable. John Deere said no sleeping R3. Maria says your glasses will melt. That's fine. I'll take them off. So I can't put them on to stay warm. John Deere says joking. Daryl says rear end is stripped and ready for Monday. Awesome. 1977 says enjoy you all stream. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If you enjoy it, hit the like button and subscribe. We do appreciate it. Robert said, what's up with this Robert Hansberger?
Well, welcome in, Robert.
Welcome. They've should be getting your card anytime now. You got it. Make sure when you get it, you let us know. Make sure I didn't do nothing stupid and it not go through. Anything says I need more milk, but Fruity Pebbles are my favorite sweet cereal. I wouldn't be going to look for milk today. Well, I don't know where you're from. It may not be there. The storm may not be there for you. KG said it's 40 Celsius here in northern Alberta.
That's Canada.
Very, very cold, and dogs are hugging the wood stove.
Hell, I'd probably hug the wood stove too.
Yeah, I believe me. I laid beside ours earlier. Matter of fact, in about another 10 minutes, one of us needs to go down and throw some more wood on it.
Well, if you go down there and take a drink.
Hugh said, wow, KG, the Lexer, the Mixer. What? Mixer says, howdy, how do you say that? Delexer?
The elixir, the mixer.
Delexer, the Mixer said, howdy, how you doing? Maria says, you'll take your word back. I might, but I'm telling you this, if I would have the chance to be there and be hot or be here in this cold, I'll take that heat. Maria said, you need to show at least 3 to 5 times a day. Hugh says, what makes it miserable here is the humidity. Your clothes stick to you, and it's like trying to breathe through a hot, steamy towel.
Mm-hmm.
Robert said, who is on the couch?
It's little Randy, Robert. Come on now.
Hugh said, I love Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles. Maria said, is the place you were eating in is a restaurant? Yes. Fire department said, also, theoretically, if someone is overdosing, how would I administer Narcan? Randy's done it.
My suggestion is don't, but that's just me.
Anything I don't care. Says I'm by the Delta Airport in Georgia. I'm about to get 2 hours of ice. 2 hours of ice. That's not good. Madison said, night, Randall. They also, our Great Dane loved the fireplace, always laid in front of it.
Well, he don't want to leave this room.
No, he likes this room right here. Mike says 8 degrees here, snowing and sleeting, and we have snog, aka snow fog. Ooh. Maria says, I meant shower. I thought that's what you meant, but I wasn't going to say it, but I thought that's what you meant. And I'm fine with that too. I like water. Pork Chop says, Mega Cocoa Puffs going cocoa. Delexer said it's only 15 Fahrenheit in...
Negative 15
Oh,
Fahrenheit.
negative. I'm sorry. What's that name of that place?
Otana?
Otana Bay.
I don't know how to say it correctly.
If you'll tell us where you're at, we'll put a pin
That's
in the world map for you.
OTTAWA.
Yeah, but there's another word to that, ain't it?
I don't know.
Mike says, hi, Pork Chop. She says, have an awesome night, everyone. Time clock is calling. I can't feel my fingers to type well. All right, Hugh, thank you. Robert said, Randy, I got my work jacket on. You better have a couple of them on. Better have your work socks, too. You said, be safe, everyone. Daryl said, see you. Mattis said, bye, Hugh. Rumpel said, I got the experience, Maria. I grew up in a place that hit about 50 Celsius, that's 121 Fahrenheit, and low of 40 Celsius, which is 40 Fahrenheit. Good Lord. Mike says, later, Hugh, anything says, I went to work on my first day at 16 on framing crew and 8-degree weather and had to shovel a house clear of snow. Dang. Pork Chop said, hey, wrench. Hugh says, Hugh, laters, TC.
Take care.
KG says, I don't know about y'all, but but my favorite food is roast chicken that's stuffed good gravy, carrots, and potatoes, and meal is straight from heaven. Some people in here don't like yard bird. Jane says, oh shit. Mar and up the nose and stand back because they come up swinging.
Still want to do a Narcan up the nose.
Oh. Jane said, hi, Pork Chop. Pork Chop says, howdy, Jane.
I
The
do
lecture
look
says, see? There it is.
Canada.
Put
On
a,
Tommy I've already put a pin in for him.
Oh, you already have?
Yeah,
He's
they've
already
been
put.
here a few times. The Elixir of the Mixer.
Okay, sorry. I didn't know you'd already been in here. My bad, but we do have a pin for you.
I'm a dumbass one.
Daryl says T-bone is by far the best meat. Jane said Narcan is nose girl. Pork Chop says how's the shop pup doing? You see? Well, you can't see him. He's back there somewhere doing absolutely nothing right now.
Can you see him now? He's laying on the couch with me, and he is super comfortable.
Let's see. Daryl said I could eat it daily.
Yardbird.
Anything says it was my dad and his buddy's business, so after I finished shoveling, we took off for the rest of the day. Robert said, Randy, you have a nice work jacket. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Rick says, woo, your buddy is out.
I'm
Jane-
not out yet.
Jane said, Lowell, anything that's the good thing about knowing the boss. John Deere said 28D man is cold.
Agrees.
Anything says read for a second.
Where we at? You good over there?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Where was I? Where was you?
Oh yeah.
Anything says, it does, Jane. Lol. The Elixir said thanks. No problem.
Daryl
Daryl said, and who doesn't like Yardbird?
I wonder.
Kick a dog, he'll bark.
Pork Chop says, what did Hogan say to the arts and crafts class? Wanna go glue, brother? What you gonna glue, brother?
Ah.
Jason, I know who doesn't like Yardbird. Daryl?
Mhm.
Robert says, put your work jacket on, Randy.
I just got warmed up, Robert.
John Deere said hi, and Maria says, don't break another chair. I hope not. We have 19 people, 40 thumbs up. Thank y'all very much.
Dog, did you
KG
just
says,
show me?
well, I got to go. God bless every one of y'all. All remember God's the way to the truth and the light. Take care, y'all. See you, KG.
We'll
Good
be
luck
praying
to
for
you,
you.
and we will pray. Thank you. SWW1977 ABC said, let's run the 261C against my 550 Husqvarna. Winner takes the saw. Got 8-foot maple log. Let's do this.
Now that doesn't exactly sound like a fair comparison. A 261 to a 550. There's a few number differences there.
Yeah, but you got to have bigger number difference with the Husqvarna.
Now, I will tell you, Husqvarna's come a long way with their chainsaw game.
They might, but I still don't like them.
They say that between Husqvarna and Steel, it's like basically neck and neck who's going to be the best.
Yeah,
And Husqvarna's generally absorbing the shock more of running the saw.
when they
So soft hands.
yeah, they go. Woo-hoo. Well, we got a guy at work that talking about leaf blowers, and he read the manual and he learned the word philosophy, and he was talking about the philosophy difference from the steel to the
Velocity.
Husky. Yeah, that word. And
The Steel and the Husqvarna was the same, was it not? The velocity or the mile per hour?
philosophy is what he uses.
Oh.
And I told him 150 mile an hour is 150 mile an hour. I don't care what it's coming out of. It's just the way that it's aimed different. But he wants us to buy Husqvarna.
Because he wants a Husqvarna at his house.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go again. Let's see. Rumble says, Dale says, see you, KG. Rumble says, got to scoot some early Sunday plans. Take care, everyone. Later. See you, Rumble. Thanks for stopping in. Jane said, take care, KG. Porch says, what do you call a psycho midget that escaped from jail? A small, medium, at large. Robert said, we off work tomorrow, Randy. Yes, we are. Take you a day off. Riz says, you got 120 likes last live. Yep. The one we did today with 34,000 views.
Yep.
Riz said, you? Yeah.
Wow. She said, wowie.
Huh?
It translated.
Oh, okay.
Jane
Sorry.
said, take care, Rumple. Jane said, LOL, pork chop. Anything said, what happened with snappers?
They got left behind.
1977 said that Husqvarna 550 is a 50cc saw. I just Googled it. My 261C is also a 50cc saw.
That's why he said that then.
Well, that would make sense then.
I say, do it, brother. Depends on the chain and chain sharpener and the skill of the operator.
I'm not allowed to use the saw much.
Ruppel said, hey, Randy can run the saw, but running is the problem.
Bullshit, I ran far as hell.
And he didn't quite make it.
Hey, I want to hear you.
Anyway, like I say, here we go. Ruppel's got the day. Ruppel says, Jane, later, TCI. Mike says, you guys are going to be asleep at 9, I can tell. Yeah, probably. 1977, fifth generation 50cc 550 Husqvarna. That's why it's called 550. Awesome, I like it.
Yep.
Rich said they'll sleep right after the live.
Yeah.
Daryl said, Tanya just said the snow is starting to stick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Robert says, when we go back to work, they probably going to call Monday, but depends on what it does, whether I answer that phone or not.
Well, they said you got a company truck.
But I do have a company truck, so I got to give her hell.
Let her rip, tater chip.
That's right. James said, Mike, maybe 8:10 p.m. when they out.
I got to make a video.
Anything says, my uncle had a snapper with the rectangle steering wheel and the pedal steering column. It looked just like a chair with a steering wheel in front of you. Yes, we used to have two of them on my first house I bought. We had snapper, actually had two snappers like that. They look pretty when they're mowing. Terrible says, Ohio in the house. Hello. We got several Ohioans in here. Mike said, Jane, I'm not sure if R3 might not be asleep before the end of the live.
You let me get warmed up enough and that light to be off, I'll be out.
1977 ABC says, also poured and polished delete and the gasket. It's got 20 squiddish. It'll eat up that 261. Now you can't go building a saw and trying to run it against a factory saw. Now you that's kind of suckish if you ask me. If we're gonna be building shit, we'll go to town building it then. James says, hi, terrible. I'm Ohio too. John Deere said R3 pooped today, too much wood. Madison said, that's what she said. Anything said snapper with upgraded tech can make a big comeback possibly. Yeah, could. Robert said, Randy, can I sit on the couch with you?
Sure.
Yeah. Jane said, several Ohelians. Yeah. Ohioans. Yeah. Buggy says, wait a minute. Daryl said, Buggy. Jane said, hey, Buggy. Buggy said, Madison, are you an imposter? NZL50 said, good evening. Randy, staying out of trouble? We always stay out of trouble.
No.
We may start it, but then we stay out of it. Madison said, huh? Lol. Buggy says, no, I'm trolling your fine. Jane said, hey, New Zealand. Did I miss New Zealand? Oh, that's where that NZL, I'm dumb.
New Zealand.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
What?
Dingus.
John Deere said, where is Grand Pedovic? He had to go. He said time clock was calling him. Robert, see if you'd have been in live watching. Now I'm mad. Now you've hurt my feelings. You wasn't watching my live. Robert said, Randy, are you cold? I'm not. I'm warm.
I'm getting comfortable.
Daryl said, Hugh went back to work. David said, that's how you know he worked all of his life, can sleep like that.
Mm-hmm.
New Zealand said, how's the project cars going? Very slow because we're cutting wood, getting ready for this storm. We ain't working on the cars. We keep putting it on the list, but it don't happen.
Good night, Maria.
Jane said, hello, R3 is colored in. Elos Trade said, friends, peace, friends. Boggy says, being a shithead, Madison, don't worry. New Zealand said, hello, Jane. Anything said oatmeal cookies or white chocolate macadamia. I'll take the white chocolate macadamia.
I'll take the oatmeal.
Madison said, what's new, Buggy? Maria said, good night, everyone. I need my sleep. Good night, Maria. Rest well. And we'll talk to you later. Jane said, we only have a few flakes right now. I think the trolls were that bad right now.
They are.
Robert said, what kind of jacket you have, Randy? 1977's laughing. John Deere said, hot chocolate R3.
It's a refrigerator.
Jane said, white chocolate macadamia nuts cookies all day. That's the way I feel.
No thanks.
New Zealand said we had so much rain, tropical storm here. Had a landslide. Weather is crazy. Weather's crazy everywhere. Daryl said they are in the live Jimmy. He had to yawn to let me hear it. This shit's contagious.
Well, this jacket is a refrigerator rated for -20 Fahrenheit.
Maria said, how to Friday do you read when your eyes are closed? I'm that smart, Maria.
Listen, it'd just be best if you don't ask how I read with my eyes closed, Maria.
Boggy says, hey, Mac, inverted. Hey, Mac, and hey, inventor of dirt. David said, as long as these sweaters don't start moving, we're good. Maddie said, night, Maria. Daryl says, white chocolate is not chocolate. Yeah, it is. It's just white.
It is not real chocolate.
It is. It's
It
just
is not
white.
made with cocoa.
That's because it's made with white. Dumbasses. Jane said, take care of Maria. Boggy said, don't. Ah!
God. My back popped
Oh,
right where it was broke.
oh. Jane said,
Fuck.
lol, snowflakes don't love flakes, pops. Snowflakes, not flakes. New Zealand said the weather is like a woman doesn't know what it wants. Yeah. Robert said, Randy, someday we can go bowling. We'll go, but I don't do a lot of bowling. It hurts my wrist, but I'd love to go. Have a good time talking about it anyway. Natalie said, why are y'all bigots? I don't remember us saying we're bigots.
Well, we usually don't say we're bigots, just usually racist assholes call us bigots.
Yeah, I mean, usually the people that call it is the ones that are. But hey, welcome, Natalie. Jane said, Lord, white chocolate is yummy. That's right. That one crazy channel said, what's good, Unc? Everything's good, man. John Deere said R3 had sneeze farts. John Deere says, you okay, R3? I'm worried.
Don't be worried. It's just, giblets pop that shouldn't be popping. Let's see here. Jane said, did you sneeze? R3 free back adjustments. No shit. Well, it hurt. But yes, I did sneeze. Daryl said, white chocolate don't taste like chocolate and leaves a wax film in your mouth.
That's what's so good, man. You ever eat them white teeth at Halloween when there's a bunch of wax?
New Zealand said, Randy, your age is showing. Sneezing and your back pops. That's because I broke my back. But my age is definitely showing.
Uh-oh. Madison said, snowing here now.
Y'all keep it.
Natalie said, I saw you being bigots in another stream. I think you're a liar, Natalie.
Well,
I don't like calling people liars, but explain to me what stream I was in that you're lying about. Robert said, ask Randy what bowling alley we going to.
Well, last time I went to High Point Bowling Center, it was not a good ending.
Yeah.
Well, no, last time I went, I was quitting the police department.
Boy, you said white chocolate may not be real, but it's good. White chocolate might not be real, but it's real good.
Nah.
Jane said, shit, it's better than that old dark chocolate. Jane said, Daryl, you're eating fake white chocolate if it leaves a film.
Yeah.
Boggy says, in fact, it's my favorite kind of chocolate. Mine too, Boggy.
No. I like dark chocolate and milk chocolate.
That one crazy channel said, Natalie, who asked?
Man, I like that guy.
Yeah, me too. Jane says, Natalie, pick another channel. Daryl said, Zero Bar. I like Zero Bar. Mike said, Jane, white chocolate chips and cranberry cookies are yummy. I don't know about the cranberry cookies, but I'll take the white chocolate.
Thank you, Jane.
Jane said, bless you, R3. Jane said, Mike, they are yummy. Mike said, Jane, I usually make them around Thanksgiving every year. Jane said, Boggy, white chocolate is my favorite. Boggy said, it's way better than this turd. Robert said, ask Randy to look up your phone bowling alley.
I know there's one or two around here.
Boggy says, milk chocolate is just addictive. Boggy said, felt Jane. John Deere said, I hate dark chocolate. I love milk chocolate and white chocolate and hot chocolate. And I'm talking about
dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate's supposed to be good for you. It leaves a shitty taste in your mouth, but it's supposed to be good for you. Probably why it tastes like shit.
All right, you stay still. Nothing here. Ain't doing nothing here. Let's see. Jeffrey said, "What's up? What's up, Jeffrey?"
It's not cold. It's not snowing, but baby, it's cold outside. Boggy says, "Man, I have one hell of a migraine." Jeffrey, as Randy said, "What's up?" Hello, Jeffrey. Robert said, "Ask Randy to take off my work jacket."
You're welcome to take it off, bud.
Boggy said, "So does that mean shit is good for me?"
Yeah, that's why Olivia's good for you.
Yeah.
Because she's mean as shit.
Daryl said, going to be uploading a members video tonight. All right.
Cool.
Man, 19 people, 43 thumbs up.
Dang.
That one crazy channel says, exactly, bro. Laugh my ass off while I do healthy stuff. Gonna taste like shit.
No kidding.
I don't know. I think somebody lying to us. Let's see. Jay said, Boggy, I've been fighting headaches all week.
Weather.
She said the weather. Boggy said, Olivia, good for me. I think she's a double-edged sword.
Well, aren't
I
swords
think
usually
about
double-edged anyway?
Isn't about every female double-edged sword. You can't live with them and you can't just shoot them.
Goddamn. Okay. That's one way to put it.
Jay said, hi, one crazy channel.
Shit. Can't live with them, just can't shoot them. I guess you're right. Shit.
That one crazy channel said, yo, if either of you, Randy, tell a funny joke, I'll donate $1.99.
Did you know pigeons die after sex?
Yeah, he said at least the one he screwed did.
Exactly. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Don't know, but I sure did.
Pape said, what's up, boss man? It just started snowing here. Jay said, Pops, what the hell? Boggy said, no, mentally she goes to have around a bit. She isn't good hanging around because she's an ass on steroids.
Jay said, what are you saying? The truth.
Popo Pippo says, hello, how you doing? That one crazy channel says, laugh my ass off. All right, we did ours. You laughed. You do yours. Be a person of your word. Jane said, hi, Pape. John Deere said, did you mean little dog, big fart, didn't get mad? New Zealand said, where's Kane tonight?
He's right beside me.
He's right there.
He can't see him.
Let's see. Pape said, hey, Jane. Jane said, oh, Jane said, you know why we act that way? Because you guys are assholes.
You know why we're assholes? Because you
know why we're assholes? Because y'all bitch all the time.
Hey, positive vibe.
Hey,
Okay. Positive.
I am
positive. positive.
I said I am positive I'm telling the truth.
Oh my God.
That one crazy stood on the word and did what they said. Thank you very much. I do greatly appreciate it.
I'm going to go eat my last ice cream.
I'll take a Pepsi while you're down there.
I'm not going on with it.
I don't care. You can go down and get me a Pepsi. New Zealand said it's quiet tonight. Boggy says, "Oh, our stepfather's called Olivia the shit that takes steroids." There you go. Ryan said, "Hello, gentlemen." Hello, Ryan.
Hello.
Mine said, "Damn, what do y'all do, Jane? I can't hear the laugh."
Yeah.
Boggy said, "Amen, pops." That one crazy channel says, "Y'all are good assholes."
Yep. I'm definitely an asshole.
Mike said, Madison, New Zealand said, "Damn straight, pops. That ought to be worth $1 from every one of you." Madison said, "Hey, Mike." Jane said, "Such a vicious cycle. If you would stop being assholes, then we may be nice. Maybe
That's bullshit.
If you would be nice, we would stop being assholes." I mean, I guarantee you, y'all started it because y'all eat the damn apple.
Here we
Next.
freaking go.
Boggy said, "Isn't Lotus's last name Borum?" I don't know, Boggy. I honestly, I probably got it, but I don't know. Jane said, "Hi, Ryan." Daryl said, "Did Justin leave?" Yeah, he took some wood home. John Deere said, "Little dog, big bark." Laughing. Mike said, "Never happened." Jane Pape said, "Left my ass off. Women could wake up with $1 million in the bank account and still find something to fuss about." You're exactly right, Pape. They would bitch because they had $1 million and you had $2. They'd want your $2. They are not, and if they think you're smiling, oh hell no, they'll still stop to that. No, man, don't get me started. John Deere said, "Dang it, autocorrect." Trumpet Man said, "Anyone here got a trumpet?" Nope. I played it in high school, but I don't have one now. Jane said, "Bonham." New Zealand said, "A good arse hole is not a dried puckered one hole." That's right. Boggy said, "Amen, Pape." That one crazy channel said, "Left my ass off. All of us are assholes in our own way." You're exactly right. We're all good and we're all assholes in our own little way. That's called human. Daryl said, "Smash the like button, everybody." Yes, that'd be awesome. Robert said, "Andy, you come back to his work jacket on." Yeah. Boggy said, "Okay, thanks, Jane. I got confused for a second." John Deere said, "Hi." Jane said, "Boggy, it is close." Boggy said, "At least I don't stink." That one crazy channel says, "One of the main reasons I don't got a girlfriend." Jane said, What are you going on about, old man? We aren't all that way." John Deere says, "Did you say trumpet bow?" New Zealand said, "Wait till you're married 30 years. They even want to sit in your seat, sitting on next. Want the seat you're sitting on next." Oh, New Zealand, I have been married 30 years. I do know what you mean. And if they can take the breath out of your lungs, they'll do it. They would kill you if it wasn't for jail time. I know that. Let's see. John Deere's laughing. Boggy said, "I smell like funk. Why the word leave my break something?" Pape said, "Left my ass off. Women wake up and try to find something to fuss about. It's just laugh." Yeah, that's it. As soon as they wake up, they got to find something. Jane says, Yes, I agree. See, Jane even sees.
Oh, God.
Robert says, turn your chair around. Let me see Randy work jacket.
This is one of them. Yeah, I don't wear this one to work. I used to. I wore this one in the freezer.
Uh,
Well, that's been 10 years ago. Kane, get your big ass out of the way. Move. Move.
Daryl says, went to Dollar Tree today for the first time. Some guy was walking around farting loud enough for everyone could hear. Then it smelled itchy Dollar Tree. That one crazy channel said the silence was deafening. Buggy says, Mac, what's the stuff that you'll hate smell of? Buggy said, break? Huh. That one general's laughing his ass off. John Deere said, R3 been smoking the happy weed. He's got the munchies.
No, I'm just fat.
Daryl said, 90 weight Boggy. Boggy said, brake grease, no brake wax. JH said hi and says, I turned in early today. Daryl said,
he tuned in earlier today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was in the woodcutting line.
Hey, get over here and lay down somewhere. Oh, somebody give him a damn stick. Yes, thank you, JH. Do appreciate it. Daryl said, I still smell it after today. That's because all those... Oh, never mind. You're talking about something different.
All those fart particles.
Well, he's talking about brake 90 weight, Boggy.
JH7 asked if we got all the logs chopped up. All the ones we cut up, yes. New Zealand said, I'm only just about married 2 years, where we act like we've been married 30. I've been married going on 5, and I told her it's been 35 years, because her husband's a bitch.
Jane said, hi, JH. JH says, and was that wood for firewood? Yes.
Yes.
Hi, Jane. He said, Mike said, does Kane stay with you when you take him out, or do you take him out on the leash? Right now, we got him on a leash because he is about as damn hard-headed as that brick wall right there. Because if you start calling him, he will look at you and run the other way. And we ain't got that out of him yet. He's not been here long enough for me to trust him without the leash. Bill Duty said, how's it going, brother? I hope you have a great day, and I hope you do too. Thank you. David says, hi. That one crazy channel says, I'm going to head out, Unc. I'll catch you later. Thank you for stopping in. I do appreciate it. It's been
thank you for
a
the
pleasure.
donation.
Yeah, thank you. Boggy says, oh, yeah, that. Matthew says, I'll hit you.
No, he said, hi, you all.
Boy, I messed that up, didn't I?
You screwed that pooch.
I did. Matthew said, hi, you all. John Deere said, you've been smelling farts, still smelling it. Probably seems your hair's all the way out your butthole. Boggy said, see?
I'm not smelly.
I'm not smelly.
See, smelly people don't know smelly.
New Zealand says, I should go live when I get my to my firewood pile. Yeah.
By God, people like it.
That one crazy channel said, have a great night. You do too. Bro, me, me.
Bro meme.
Bro meme. Said, Jesus loves you, and he loves you too. Olivia said, don't lie. Both you and Randy are always stinky. No. If I'm stinky, I go take a shower. I can't stand that mess. Cool Cat says, God bless our president.
I won't even read it. It's political.
Oh, okay. We don't do it. Please find another channel or another subject to talk about.
Bark, bite says, hi, Kane. Hey.
The other dog I said hi. New Zealand said 2 truckloads of
pine to be split. Boy, people like seeing that.
Boggy
34,000 people who watched us split wood today.
Boggy said, see here, woman. Bob Ross says, how do I replace lugs on my muffler bearing? One at a time.
You take it off.
Popeye.
Mufflers.
Popeye said, laugh my ass off. Who wants to smell farts? I don't even like to smell my own farts. Boggy says, you have no say. Daryl said, Ghostly.
I wouldn't read the next two.
Olivia says, Mac. New Zealand said, holy shit, that's some numbers.
Got 34,000 people today and 25,000 yesterday.
We
All
had,
to do nothing but watch us cut and split wood.
yeah, we don't get any snow or anything. Might go do it again tomorrow. 12 people, 47 thumbs up. Let's see. JH said, Ghostly, we missed you. Olivia said, Boggy, be real careful on what you say, cause you say I have no right. I will. JH said, hey, Boggy. Olivia said, hey, JH7. JH says, how you feeling, Olivia? Boggy says, hi, JH.
You know, it would seem every time this cool cat prick comes in, they say the same stupid crap, even though we tell him every time not to.
JH said, what's up, Boggy? Somebody's putting a lot of flags out there. Thank you. Jane said, cool cat, stop. Boggy says, you will what? Kiss my ass. Mike says, wow, 34,000 views on wood splitting? Yeah.
Yeah.
Popeye said, damn, I split wood and my nose, and my nosy neighbors watch me.
Well, the best part about our neighbors is one of them can't hear us, and the other one, I don't think they can see over the trash in their backyard.
Livy said about okay. Daryl said no politics. Jay said that's good. XX is showing their flag again. I appreciate it, but if you would stop doing all the flags, but we respect you.
1977 asked if they should start live streaming their chainsaw repairs.
I think it would be awesome.
You do need 50 subscribers to do lives, though.
Yeah, I mean, you get 50 subscribers. If you don't have them, we'll all try to jump over and help you out with them. But I think it'd be wild because there's always somebody wanting to do something. I promise you, whatever you're fixing is broke on somebody else's.
Well, I would like to do something to my 261. Maybe like just a muffler. Yes, it would make it louder, but they say it gives a little more torque.
Well, I mean, in fact, I've never thought about souping up a chainsaw, but if that would help mine, I would like to do mine too.
What's that steel we got down there underneath the exhaust saw? That's a big steel. It was here when we got the place.
I have no idea. There's 2 or 3 saws there. Bob says, my blinker fluid low. Do I need a synthetic? Well, it will last longer if you use a synthetic. Mike said, new channel name, Never Done Wood Splitting and Projects. That's right, never done. Olivia said, the only person kissing ass will be a pondweed. Olivia said, and Pop Pops, I was referring to Randy, not you, as you, Randy, is stinky. Okay, it didn't bother me, Olivia, it's fine. John Deere says, America, USA. Boggy says, your opinion is nitty on valid woman. Avoid, sorry. Daryl said, chainsaw repair would be great. I have several needs fixed. Yeah. Buggy says null and void. Yeah, I said it wrong. Sorry. Amber said hi.
It's old, but
1977 said my name is Wayne. Just open the face plate on the muffler and pull the baffle out. Take like a pair of pliers and just take the EPA baffle out of it. Okay. You hear that?
on how to take the muffler off?
Yeah, instead of, that soup it up.
Yeah.
And it's Wayne, so
That's
we
Wayne.
can, yeah.
I don't call you Wayne or Wayne. I call a guy that would work.
Cool. We'll try that.
Pull the baffle out like a pair of pliers and just take the EPA baffle out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boggy said I spelled it wrong. Wayne said use Loctite when you put muffler cover bolts back in. All right.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
But this is a steel 041. Obviously doesn't have a bar on it, and it's old. I mean, it ain't stuck. Well, now it might be. Nope, I'm stuck. What?
I ain't said nothing. I'm just walking. What is that?
I don't know. It's got an I and an O. Which one's on?
The one that's not cranking on.
Well, it's not going to crank. I got no gas in it.
I got no gas in it. All right, here we go.
Move.
Wayne just said that. Olivia said your ass is about to null and void. Be null and void. Mike says, how about a good video for dummies on how to sharpen a chainsaw? There's one out there.
Well, we
I
really
have put-
weren't good at explaining it back then.
Huh?
We weren't good at explaining it back then.
I think so.
You just did it.
I've got one out there. I've told him how to do it. Bob said, he thinks 1977. I'll put your words to good work. I will too.
Hey, I'll
Like you said,
title on it.
See what I mean? Double-edged sword. Oh yeah, I knew what you meant when you said it. You know, Wobble says you shouldn't be awake, old man. Bad for your health. If I went to sleep right now, I'd be up about 2 o'clock in the morning walking paces. I don't get but about 4, maybe 5 hours of sleep. But I did sleep in last night though, or today, however you want to say it.
Dang, the 041's a 61cc.
Buggy says, leave my ass out of the vid. It's perfectly sculptured. Wayne said, great saw. Olivia said, what the hell? Popeye said, what weight oil should I use in my 2007 Toyota for this winter? 2007, they do different things with weight. I always say, back when I was younger, I run 10W30 in the summer and 10W40 in the winter, I believe it was, maybe vice versa. But now they saying you run a bunch of this other stuff. I don't know how true it is, to be honest with you. I just try to run the synthetic to make it last longer. Not that I know what I'm talking about, but if you got any questions, I guess go by whatever they say. Because I've got now where I don't change it. If it says, I think my SS is a 06 and it calls for
5W30.
5W30, and I use Mobile One synthetic in it, and mine's a 06.
The Steel 041 was produced in Germany from 67
He just said it was a
to
good saw.
86. But 67 to 86, and another one says 67 to 75.
No, he just, like I said, he just said it was a great saw.
I would love to get it running. I'll probably have it running tonight.
Jimmy said, happy Saturday, you sexy bastard. Well, thank you, you sexy bastard. Olivia says, you don't have work to do. Don't you have work to do, Pond Weed? Don't run my good guys off, Olivia.
Bug, you get that $400,000 car running yet?
Jane said, shit, he done got it running, painted, sold. Jane said, hi, Olivia. Wayne said, the O. Jane said, hi, Jimmy. Boggy says, hell. State the obvious, Sherlock. State the obvious, Sherlock. Jimmy's waving. Boggy says, but I do have to get back to it. Damn it, Olivia, we were having a good conversation. Daryl says, I run whatever is on the tag.
I run 1540 and everything.
Olivia says, you're welcome, smart ass. Jane says, Boggy, what are you working on? You guys get ice?
He's working on a $400,000 Supra with no spare parts and no parts to be made.
Jane
So he can't
said,
fuck it up.
Jane said, running, painted, wrecked, sold. John Deere said, rebuild it, R3 kit. Olivia says, we did hear a little snow and some ice, but not on the road. Did it just snow around the road? New Zealand said, we run 1540 here in New Zealand.
We run 1540 here at Never Done Projects, NDP.
Yeah. Bob says, run full synthetic, you'll get more miles, but once you switch to full synthetic, you have to stick to the full. That's what I've always heard. If you ever start running it, you got to keep running it. Isaiah Wilson said, U.S. freedom. Daryl said, one of the lifter cluck in the forklift yesterday. Uh-oh. Jane said, hi, Bob. 19 people, 49 thumbs up. Jane said, hi, Isaiah. Buggy said that dumbass collector decided to delay the stupid arrival time, so not yet, Randy. Oh. Isaiah said, hi. New Zealand said, my truck runs 1560. I ain't never heard of 1560. Cool. Popeye said, oh, dang, that synthetic oil is so expensive.
Careful, if we got too much of it, we might come take it.
Jimmy says, have you seen the dude building the 6M record Bugatti? I think his name is Matt Armstrong from the UK.
I have not.
I have not. I've not. A M6 wrecked Bugatti.
6M.
My dyslexic's hopping in. I'd have to check that out. Randy, Google it. Mike said I use 98 sludge oil and stand in my Mustang.
Well, Mike, I hate to say it, it might be
why she's on fire.
$6 million is how much it cost.
Oh, that's what it meant. Okay, never mind. Boy, I really read that wrong, didn't I, Jane? Jane and Randy's my Google. They keep me straight. New Zealand said Penrite oil. Penrite.
We do not have that here.
No, we got Pennzoil, but Jimmy said 6 millions costs. Ooh. Boggy said we working on the Skyline that's also got to be sent towards Pennsylvania. She needs as a checkup and a respray. Australian said, you ever go coon hunting? Nope, we don't do any kind of hunting. Bob sent laughing discos for 250 joules. Wayne said 041 is a great saw. Pull the top, take the spark plug out, clean it, take carb and choke cleaner, give it a good spray, put fresh saw gas in it, and try to fire it up.
I'd be willing to do it. I mean, like I said, sounds like it feels like really good compression, and it looks like it's been kept inside. It just don't have a bar on it.
Oh, we got bars.
We gladly put a 25-inch bar on it. Or something.
Henry Vincent said, hi, it's me, Henry, and I am back. Well, welcome back. New Zealand said Penrite is the same as Pennzoil, just rebrand. Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's like great value.
Boggy says, be right back. I'll tell you what the exact model she is. All right. Jane said, hi, Henry. Welcome back. Isaiah said, did you ever go hunting? I used to hunt when my papa was alive. He took me bird hunting, rabbit hunting, squirrel hunting. I've never been deer hunting, but I only went to go with my papa, and that's just what I didn't care to kill things, but I just went to be with him.
I went hunting for females.
Rob Ross said,
Rob is Bob.
Damn.
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross, the third. I'm sorry. Said Penrite is the same thing, basically.
Gotcha.
Isaiah said, which one is your favorite? Which one of what? I done read it, forgot what we talking about. Oh, hunting? I don't, like I said, I don't really care to. I don't know. I don't really care to do any kind of hunting. I like to see the animals run around free and
until you hit another one with my damn truck.
No shit. Let's see. New Zealand said Penrite is extremely expensive, but popular choice here. Henry says deer hunt. Like I said, if we eat the meat, we would hunt, but we don't, so we don't do it. Long Ranch sent marshmallows high for 100 joules. Kevin said, I had a fight with my boss yesterday. I don't know if I should go back to work on Monday. What should I do? Go back, make him fire you? That way you draw unemployment? Isaiah said, hunting. Daryl sending pictures of all of us. Isaiah says, I go bear hunt. I'm going to be honest with you.
On a bear hunt.
I'll be honest with you, I would not go on a damn bear hunt. I don't even want to see a bear.
Look, I watched The Fox and the Hound. They took out a bear. I can do it too.
Yeah.
I saw you fight a bear, and if you can, I sure can.
That's right. James says, hi, Kevin. Bob Ross, the third, says, Kevin, get your butt into work. Show your boss who's the man. That's right. Buggy says, that's a Nissan C210. Cool. Jane said, bear hunting, can you eat the meat or is it just for sport? Buggy says, 1978.
Same year as Black Betty.
Popeye says, Bob Ross is a great painter. Well, this is the third. Isaiah said, the meat is good. New Zealand said, hit a deer with a Toyota RAV4. Man, the deer came off the better end of the. I bet.
He hit 2 deer with my Toyota pickup.
Mike says, Kevin, did the boss tell you was fired? If not, you better be there Monday. Daryl says, I like bear meat if prepped right. Jane said, Bob Ross was a great painter. Epstein said they. Epstein said they. John Deere said, I'm having good birthday, everyone. That's good. Awesome. Boggy says, beautiful car. Jimmy says, best decade, each opinion, 60s, 70s, 80s for classic muscle cars, American style. I'm going to say the 60s.
I was going to say, I mean, if you're wanting to talk about true American muscle, you cannot beat the 60s. Because in the 70s and 80s, they were going through the gas crisis, so they detuned everything. If they would have never went through that gas and oil crisis, there is no telling what would be on the road today.
I'm gonna say the '60s was the best looks and styles that come out. Bob Ross says, "Love the emphasis on was." Isaiah says, "I like your dog. Thank you." Jane says, "Okay, I'm going to say I don't think I would like the meat, but hey." Boggy says, "We had to patch some of the trunk, but that wasn't hard." Daryl said, "Jane, did you know Bob Ross was a sniper?"
I thought he was a drill sergeant.
Jane said, "Jimmy, 70s for sure." New Zealand said the RAV4 hit the deer, then rolled 4 times, still started and drove. Deer got up and walked away. The deer looked at the RAV4 and says, "Damn it, you."
I was running here.
Buffet says, "Yeah, brother, go back to work. If you quit, you're screwed."
Yeah, quitting looks a lot worse than being fired.
Yeah, don't be a quitter. Jay said, "Nope, the painter Bob Ross was a sniper." Jimmy says, "Thumbs up." Daryl said, "Yeah, he was." Jane. New Zealand said, "50s and 60s is beautiful style." Yes, I agree. John Deere said, "Hi." Daryl says, "Well over 100 kills." Heck, I can't even get 50 likes, and he's over 100 kills. Man, good man. I'm joking. Isaiah said, "What's its name?"
His name is Kane, and we raising Kane.
As Carlo would say, sugar cane. Jane says, "I bet he was good sniper with his calm demeanors." Jane said, "That's interesting, Daryl. I never knew that." Boggy said, "But 2007 is arguably the best for the modern." Boggy said, "And that's fact, not a extremely screwed opinion."
Yes, totally.
Isaiah said, "Nice." Daryl said, "The dude that did the kids show changed his shoes was too." New Zealand said Bob Ross was probably a secret stripper too.
You know, there's theories that run around that says all of Bob Ross's paintings is where he hid bodies.
Jimmy said Bob Ross was stone chilled plainer IMO.
In my opinion.
Oh, Jane says, Buggy, the 60s and 70s had better cars. By the time 2000 cars came along, blah.
Especially that 07 Mustang.
Mike says Bob Ross was a master sergeant and a drill instructor. At least that's what Wikipedia said. Moggy said totally ran.
Randy.
Leo says, hi, I'm back. Well, hello, Leo. Jimmy said, I heard and read that also it's one long river when the bodies was. Daryl said, yes, he was. Mike, also a sniper. Jane said, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? New Zealand said there was another theory of Bob Ross. He used to hit his
LSD hard to do his painting.
Oh, I've been in. I didn't know.
It's just a theory. He's kind of dead. We can't ask him. There's another theory of Bob Ross. He used to hit LSD hard to do his painting.
I heard that. Y'all keep saying Bob Ross. I have no idea it is. Is
the guy with the afro that painted all the? And let's just put a happy little tree.
Okay, I got you. Okay, when she was talking about the neighborhood, I thought she was talking about that guy that did that neighborhood. Always talked about being neighbors. But anyway, Isaiah said 60s and 70s was a good model. Daryl says that's him. Jane Buggy says, almost definitely Jane, but new Mustang us better than all model cars mean 2997 models. Yeah.
He meant 2007.
Oh, Boggy said 2007. I thought we were way ahead of time. Mike says, okay, Daryl was just going by the where his we got the money dang. Page
Mike said,
personally have no clue. Jane said New Zealand, there was a lot of LSD back in those days.
Jane invented LSD.
Daryl said, well, just put a happy tree right here. Jimmy said, was Bob Ross not that dude who the FBI couldn't find out?
Granted, the FBI couldn't figure out a lot of people.
Classic Car Revival said, hello, CCR. Hey, David. Jimmy said, not the Unabomber, the other one. Ha ha.
Oh, Randy. Gotcha.
Daryl says, David. Isaiah said, everyone like?
I would appreciate it. We got 51 likes.
I was noticing that. Thank y'all. New Zealand said, what's the opinion on the Fox Body Mustangs?
I'd like to have one with the 302.
I'm not much of a Ford person, but I do like the Mustangs, and I'd like to have one. Classic Car said, hi, Daryl, and Fox Body Mustangs are awesome. James said they're talking about two different guys, Pops. Fred Rogers, who was a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and also Bob Ross, who does the paintings, both being snipers. Oh, I didn't know
well, I'll be dang. That's
Fred
awesome.
Rogers was snipers. Cool. Okay, I thought there for a minute I was seeing doubles or something.
This is why you be nice to the nice guys, because they'll probably kill you with
That's
knives.
right. The quiet ones never know. That's the ones you got to watch out for. Paul, you said Jane was kleptard. I don't know what that word is.
Cleopatra.
Oh, I'll be damned. Is that how you spell that?
To be fair, it's coming from Bobby. So it's probably like if I tried to spell Cleopatra.
Jimmy said Fox Body, the 5-liter, question mark. Jane said, hi, David. Isaiah said, and subscribe. Yes, please. Classic Car said, hi, Jane. Carlos says, I'm back. Y'all can say hi to my page.
Papa Renzo.
Hello, Papa Renzo. Hello. I hope you're doing well. You want to read for a minute? We got about 14 minutes.
New Zealand said, so your Crown Vics have the same 5-liter that our Ford Falcons. New Zealand and Aussie build exactly the same 5-liter you get in the USA. Our Crown Vics had a 4.6 V8. The old LTDs, they had a 5-liter. David, Classic Car Revival, his Fox body has a 347 and a 5-speed.
Awesome.
So that sounds fun. Mike said, hi, David. David said, hey, Mike. Jane said, hi, Papa Renzo. Hope you're having a great day. Oh, okay. I guess I'll handle it. Mike said, David, maybe you can come help me fix my POS Mustang Fox body. That SN95 just ain't doing it for you. Memory of the Fisherman said, fried chicken, cornbread, mashed potatoes with gravy, and peach cobbler. Well, that sounds absolutely phenomenal. That sounds awesome. I'm not going to lie. Isaiah said, best video. Well, thank you. Boggy said, Cleopatra. I got you. I figured it out. Daryl said, Roger said he killed so many and swore he would never hurt anyone again in an interview. I heard Bob Ross said that he did so much yelling as a drill sergeant, they swore he'd never yell again. So he's just going to put a happy little tree. New Zealand said, hello, Big Boy Toys, RC. John, RAU 2873, said, I'll take a 97 Cobra. It's pretty respectable. David said, Mike, I will be heading south in the spring. Because we're heading down. Popeye said, LOL, y'all had me messed up. Fred Rogers was the neighborhood man that impregnated the neighborhood. Jane said, memory, yum. Where's the invite? Got lost in the mail. Carlo said, Papa Renzo said, thank you very much. Not a problem. Mike said, Pee Wee Herman was also a sniper. He shot someone in the back at the movie theater. Oh my God. Okay.
No, Randy.
What?
He's fucking with you.
Who?
Pee Wee Herman got caught jacking off.
Oh! No shit. Mike! We're going to have to talk about that later. New Zealand, so I'm talking about the LTD. We get the same engine here. Unfortunately, they have been trashed now. Gotcha, okay. I've only seen one LTD in person. I wouldn't mind having the one of the LTDs or the newer Crown Vics, but either way, I want a 5-liter. My friend said, do you think that Peter Piper really picked pickled peppers? No, because he can't pick pickled peppers. You have to pickle the peppers. New Zealand said, Rage Bait is starting now. Apparently. Parked Up Garage, a.k.a. Jonathan, said, hi, R3. Hello, buddy. Hadn't seen you in a little while. How have you been? Boggy said, I thought you would never ask, Mike. David said, the LTD Crown Vic has a roller 5-liter in them. I would like to have one. No different. I'd like to have really any of the old classic type cars. Jane said, my friend, I thought it was a whole peck. My friend. Isaiah said, what's your favorite thing to do to pass your time? Work on my vehicles. When I'm not pissed off. But your burnouts are pretty nice too. Somebody's taking a dookie. Carlo said, what's up, New Zealand? Hey, Carlo is in Australia. He's like your next door neighbor almost. Mike said, pug. Jane's laughing and said, hi, hey, Jonathan. Carlo said, sup, Mike? David said, hey, JD, how you been, brother? Jimmy's laughing. Mike said, Carlo. Jonathan said, hi, Jane. Jane said, R3. Mike. I wasn't aware of that. Boggy said, I tried talking Olivia to let me turn her Evo into the Time Attack one from Gran Turismo, but that didn't work. Well, if you're paying for it, just tell her to build a bridge and get over it. Daryl said, pug. My friend said, right, you got it. Boggy said, I got a 5.7. You want it? Like a 350? Or are you talking about those 5.45 Hemis that they branded as a 5.7? Team Richard B said, hey, Randy. Hi, Richard. Jane said, hi, Richard. Jonathan said, hey, David, I'll send you a pic of what I had to buy today. Ruh-roh. Isaiah said, I thought so. New Zealand said, we get a Ford Falcon in a 4-liter V6, comes non-turbo and single turbo and twin turbo. You should see them when they do burnout. Sounds so good. I bet it does sound good. I think obviously Ford here come with the 4-liter V6, but unless I am mistaken, they never came factory with a turbo. Mike said, "We are crying here." I would be crying too if you just messed with me that bad. You should cry. Carlo said, "Jane, Papa Renzo says hi." Robert said, "What are you up to, Randy?" "Well, Robert, I am sitting here enjoying my time talking to all my good people." Jimmy said, "You guys get many barn finds? Them shows are popular over here in the UK." Jimmy, Classic Car Revivals. He gets barn finds. We've not been trying. We would love to get some, but cachet Monet problem. Jane said, "Carlo, your pop's feeling okay?" Mike said, "David, let me know when you head south." Team Richard said, "Jane, hi." Olivia said, "Hell no, do you see that wing? It's way too big." It would be best if I just said that's what she said. John said, "I do have a 95 GT Mustang with a 5.8. Oh, you got the 351 in it. Cool. Let's see here. Jonathan said, "Hey, Mac." Team Richard said, "Lone Wrench Garage, hi." Boggy said, "That's what she said." Exactly. Jane said, "I want a 65 Mustang, lol." Did somebody pull in or something?
I don't think so. Just put wood in fire.
Isaiah said, "Freedom in this place." I say everybody should be free. My friend said, "You ever caught a fish on a wood hook?" Nope. Robert said, "How many work jackets do you have, Randy?" Robert, it's hard for me to give you an exact answer, but in my truck right now, I probably have 3. And if I put these 2 back, I'll have 5. Then I got 3 at work. Can't have too many jackets when it's this damn cold. Carlo said, "No, he's not well, Jane. He had a hyperglycemia, but is getting better. I think he needs to be on insulin." Sounds like he would benefit from it. New Zealand said the 4-liter your Ford has is the same engine pretty much, but looks different and called Bara and goes mental on 28 psi. New Zealand said that their 4-liter Falcons can either come in the 4-liter naturally aspirated, single turbo, or twin turbos.
Cool.
He said you should hear them do burnouts over there. They sound wicked.
I'd love to.
I told him, we got the 4-liter, but we didn't. It never come factory turboed as far as I'm aware. Boggy said, "Oh wait, I meant 5.4. I was gonna say, yours sure as hell didn't come with that 4.6. Jane said, "Carlo, be an advocate for your dad. Be persistent." Yep. Team Richard said, "Hi, boss." That's you.
Hello.
Jonathan's in here. Jonathan said, "David, don't tell Mac what it is. I'll never hear the end of it, lol." Carlos said, "I will, Jane, thanks." Sac Pyro said, okay. Jimmy said, "Do the single big turbo." You got a text. Jimmy, I'd love to just do a turboed, a supercharged, or a pro-charged vehicle in general. Mike said, "Hi, Richard." Jane said, "My son-in-law has high-vis coats. I took 10 to the second-hand shop, and he still has 5 at home."
Oh.
I have a lot of them. Isaiah said, "What's your favorite movie?"
I like it, Bug.
Just for, I don't know,
Pick the right color, too.
nostalgic purposes, I like Titanic, where the guy jumps off the back and hits the propeller and goes dun, 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 dun.
Need a set of wheels on it, Bug.
Proud American AXC said, hey. Well, hello, Proud
That's it.
American. Oh, man. Well, that thing's sharp. New Zealand said, "Wait till you see our 4.0 do a burnout. I have videos of my Falcon twin turbo I need to send you." You're
Yes.
welcome to send them. Neverdoneprojects@gmail.com. But, we got stock LT1 5.7s over here, and they do pretty good. Boggy said the 4.6 is a pose. You can you have that what's supposed to be in there now, the 5.4 dual overhead cam. That's what I was saying. Your car, for what it is for the 2007 Mustang that you're running, come factory with the 5.4, not the 4.6 regular GT. Come on, keep up.
I can't afford it.
Wayne said, I just found my daddy saw that my late grandmother bought for him. It's a steel 028 wood boss. Completely rebuilt it. It's a bad boy. I'll never sell it. Priceless to me. I understand that. I don't know much about saws, but I know Daddy's got this Daddy has got a 026 Pro. And they don't do the Pros anymore. And they don't do the 026 anymore. I walked into this dealership and I said, look, my dad has a 026 Pro. Basically, I want that saw in the new version. And they're like, oh, well, you must be wanting to do some commercial stuff. I'm like, no, I just want a saw that's going to last. So they gave me the 261C. So I love it. And it does go through a little bit more gas than his. But it is a little bit bigger than his. Proud American said, Old Glory in the back. I love it. We got a flag outside, and we got a few flags down there in the big area. You would love them. But I love our Old Glory with the big old bald eagle up there. Jonathan said, thanks, Big R. John said, what's your opinion on the 03 Mach 1? I do know they're worth $32,000 and up. I did manage to get one. I don't know much about them. I am not a big Ford guy. And at the end of the day, the biggest thing is it's your opinion. You do with it as you please. We got 2 minutes. My friend said, why is reverse and neutral before driving an automatic transmission? No idea. I don't know much about trannies. Jane said, hi, Proud. Isaiah said, ever hit a moose? Nope, mooses aren't down here. New Zealand said, I scored something yesterday. Haha, garage sale. Cool. Daryl said, just finished editing the member video, saving it to my phone, then I'll upload. Cool. Proud American said, hey there, Jane. Boggy said, well, some did come with the 4.6. They were usually cheaper and blew up faster. Excuse the fuck out of me. New Zealand said a full-size bench drill old Ryobi up to 13mm with 2 horsepower motor. That's awesome. Proud American said, I know y'all before I come here in 2025 November. Cool. Well, welcome back. Isaiah said, because it hurts. Yeah, I think I'll leave hitting the mooses to you. Jane said, is the reverse on the 3-speed the first one top left? No.
Pull to
Yeah.
you and up.
Yeah, so that's reverse,
That's
first,
first.
second, third.
Straight down second. Up. Away from you and up is second. And straight
1,
down
2,
third.
Yeah. Fire department's back and said hi. Daryl said, hit the like, y'all. Boggy said, yeah, excuse you. Yeah, no shit. Jimmy said, Ford has fallen off, man. Terrible over here. And Nissan. Nissan and Toyota is definitely falling off over here. But it is 8 o'clock, everybody. Proud America said, I love y'all so much. Well, we love everybody, too. Jane said, hi, Ryan. Jimmy said, closing lots of plants down. Yes. Everybody, that is 8 p.m., though. Daryl should have a premiere tonight.
I just told him I turned it to
But if he is doing okay, he's probably going to keep it up. But if not, he might turn it into a regular video. However you look at it, it's time for us to end our live. I do have to make the video for tomorrow. And about 9 o'clock tonight, I'm probably going to be asleep. But everybody have a wonderful day, night, whenever you're watching this. And tell everybody, thank you for watching. Thumbing up.
Keep it silly.
Hope to see y'all tomorrow morning for the breakfast live. So keep